Good morning, everyone. It is 8:02. You know what that means. It is time for First Alert Weather Extra. Remember, we have two of these a day. One at 8 o'clock in the morning, and next is at 9:30 tonight. And things are quickly evolving in the weather department, and I can't believe we have Monday through Friday all First Alert weather days. Slightly different reasons. Today's is due to flooding concerns setting up across parts of central, but especially skewed westward. And then we're going to be talking about the feels like temperature, 95 to 100 degree. It'll start to feel hotter tomorrow, but you're really going to notice it Wednesday through Friday. And Friday could have some stronger storms a part of the mix as well, ending the heat wave and the rough feeling air relief by the weekend. So today, First Alert Weather Day, we're going to be tracking scattered storms developing across the western part of our state. Flooding risk, these storms are going to be moving over the same areas. Outdoor plans and travel certainly will be impacted for those hit with the activity. The excessive rain outlook for today is at a level 2, and you can see that does include at least 4 counties, and that's why we have a flood watch out for 4 counties. That's where 2 to 4 inches of rainfall is going to be possible today. The eastern half of the state, you're looking out. All right, convective outlook. The chance for a severe storm, it's a low end chance, but a strong wind producer can't be ruled out. Northwestern CT. All right, this futurecast, let me just refresh it for you. Voila! There we go. So here we go with the outlook on how things will evolve today. So not much happening tonight. And then as we go ahead towards the afternoon hours, I just kind of grab control of this here. So we start to see some development early afternoon, but when we get to about 3, 4, yeah, now look how red those are. That's some heavy rainfall, and it's, focusing north central, northwest, even southwest, but the southeastern part of the state, you are looking out. Now, past 8, 9 o'clock, you notice things just kind of fizzle out once the sun goes down. So again, that round is going to be coming in, see, anytime, I would say the strongest 3 o'clock through about 8, 9 o'clock the latest, and skewed to the west. All right, here comes the front tomorrow morning. See that little bit of rain? There's a chance then. But the front, it starts stalling. So that means we're going to see additional development during the early afternoon hours. Okay, so this pattern is going to get hotter too. We start to heat up tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the feels like temperature, probably mid-90s tomorrow, but we're getting close to that 100-degree range, plus Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So heat-related illnesses certainly could be a concern with these kind of feels like temperatures, but we know how to stay cool. We're just going to do that, so we don't have to worry about it. So drink plenty of fluids as well. We're talking about water, some Gatorade. Some of the others will probably, dehydrate you. All right, let's talk about travel would be impacted more so with the storms Friday. And yeah, we could see little pop-ups here and there next few days, but today's organized activity back to the west is the most concerning until we get to Friday. All right, a heat wave. Need to hit 90 or plus 3 days in a row. It's possible. Right now we're predicting 90 tomorrow, 93 Wednesday, 91 Thursday, 90 Friday. So that's what we're talking about in terms of the forecast highs. Remember, we're going to see humid conditions start to unfold, and that's when it creates that hotter feel. Tomorrow's feel, moderate on our body. The feel is pretty major, though, by Wednesday. Whew, some of the worst of it's Thursday. Oh, a little better Friday. This one recently updated to show just a little bit more moderate, but yeah, a front's coming our way, and that will help us out. So it feels like trend today, not horrible, upper 80-degree feel during the peak heating. And we'll have to watch out for the rain and storms, especially where those storms track and retrack over. We call that kind of training, and that's where your flooding concerns will result. So you want to make sure you're paying attention to the weather. If your area is under the weather, if you're under a flood watch, that means conditions are favorable. So if you get storms, it could cause flooding. And so you want to be able to get those alerts. Never try and cross a flooded roadway. I don't care what vehicle you have. I don't care if you have a truck and you think it's the most amazing truck in the world and go through anything. That is not the case. We don't want, it's hard to tell, how deep things are. If it's moving, doesn't take much to sweep away a vehicle or knock you off your feet. So take any flash flooding seriously. Tomorrow's feels like temperature, it's a little higher. We start that heat wave, and there could be a few showers that save us. The outlook, at least for temperatures 6 to 10 days out, that's equal chances. Not a strong signal for above average temperatures. The kicker lately has just been how muggy it's been, so that makes it feel hotter. So normal low is 64, normal high is 86. All right, precipitation, kind of leaning slightly above average. And we're watching the tropics. See that disturbance? The east of Florida. That is supposed to drift into the Gulf and has about a 20% chance of tropical formation over the next 7 days as of now. So we'll keep you updated on that, of course. If you have friends, family, or traveling, you might want to know about it. All right, look at that. I don't think we've seen that yet. Nope. Every single day except the weekend. First alert weather day. So today, again, just recapping, is for the western part of our state that sees the storms and the potential for flooding. Tomorrow, it's the start of a heat wave. It's not awful, but it's the start. And then Wednesday through Friday is the worst of the heat. Of course, Thursday is like the peak day, but it's still going to be feeling miserable Wednesday through Friday. We'll have some random showers and random storms, but the organized activities today to the west. And again, we'll be watching along that front. Those storms, the timing of them, because they could be strong on Friday. And then, relief. You can always tell when the dew points are going to drop because of those lows getting back into the 60s. Yay! Looks like a nicer start to Sunday. Maybe some storms in the afternoon, but it's early. It could change. All right, here we go with our shoreline high temperature forecast. It gets a little toastier too. Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, upper 80s for highs, low 80s by the weekend. That is your latest First Alert Weather Extra. Definitely tune in at 9:30 tonight if you get a chance. We'll be tracking whatever's left over with the storms and any ongoing alerts. And of course, we got news happening in between. So I'll be back on the news at noon with updates on this flooding potential, the timing of storms, the strength. We'll have new data coming in to share with you. It comes out around 10:30 in the morning. So perfect time to share that with you on the news at noon, and then again at 12:30 on the Wax, which we stream as well. All right, everyone, take care. Have a great rest of your day. Be safe with those storms and the flooding potential for later today.